Welcome back to Medieval 2. We are getting ever closer to victory. We have a lot of money in the bank. We need to actually spend some of that money in the bank. Our current missions or objectives are to block the port of Oslo. We've got 9 turns remaining and we're not allowed to attack anyone from Hungary. And we've called a crusade, that's right, on Edinburgh. That's the last thing we did. So we have armies marching north, if I can remember. Yes, I can remember. So you here are, of course, going to try and take on York. We are fair game now that they are excommunicated and everything. Attack next turn, prep everything up. I need to try and very discreetly figure out what's going on here. A lot of things have happened since the last video, so I don't really know. Okay, no, we don't want to buy any of that. We've got Halsuch over here, sort of on a peninsula. Certainly in the Empire, on the map it would be a peninsula because we've got Vilnius over here. We've actually got a river moving in here. Where would we be in the world? Like Halsuch, we've got Krakow there. We would pretty much be in actual modern day Russia over here, wouldn't we? Because I think a bit close over here to actual Russia. Because we've got Krakow, we've got Budapest, so this is Hungary. This over here would be the Ukraine. This is Kiev, so yeah, this whole section here would be Ukraine. Obviously we won't talk about this here or this whole over here because there's a bit of arguing of that. Why do we have a priest all the way over here? Oh yeah, because we're trying to encourage some unrest, that's right. We have the English up here. We've got a force sort of sheltered over here that I forgot about, led by Villain. We want to take Riga, of course, but you have an army, quite a big one at that. And we've got the English. Well, I want to smash the English. Well, apparently, apparently that just made it up there. Okay. I should really have figured this out, shouldn't we? What do we have going on down in the Middle East? We've got Mosul, is very much surrounded here. You're a bit Catholic, but it's not as bad as over here at Edessa, and we have Edessa, so that's a priority. Aleppo might be next. We've got an imam. Do we have anybody here that can murder? You are a murder person. 95% goodbye, imam. Don't need those in the Empire. We are not of the imamery. We are of the baby Jesusery. Is this actually owned by the Byzantines? It probably is. We've just got a fleet here. But it might be useful over here, like to try and block a port. We're not at war with them, so let's not. Can we move up here and see, has that been taken? No, I think that's still the Mongols, so we can go up there and have a bit of fun. And I think we can bring on the next turn, maybe, perhaps. Because, yeah, everyone here has sort of moved about. You are moving here, but you need to go the long way around. You are a Portuguese bloke, you're here. So everything over here, I think we're ready to move on to the next turn. Preparation is key, as evident here by me not doing a damn thing of it. Scottish are there blocking that port. I've got a navy. No, we're not going near that one. This is going back to London. We can retrain these boats. We'll just stuff them up again. They'll get a carrack on top. Just a bit of a nice touch, really. Could you perhaps try... Oh, you could have a bash here with the navy of the Mongols. Because that worked well. They've sunk one, sailed away. You can then go around, try and knock on the door to these little Scottish people. Down here we've got a Crusade army that's moving north. Oh yeah, that's right. This army's moving north. And it will rejoin up here, or will go here. Of course I need a bit of a yawn. Of course I will. Yeah, this army's moving north to take on Edinburgh, and then we'll crack on upstairs. You are an assassin. Can you take out anyone? Fire, that's a faction AS7. No, is the answer. This is our backup army, just in case this one really kicks off. Next turn, here we come. Oh, we're getting stabbed in the back. But they missed. Thank God for that. Oh dear, our one unit is getting attacked by the Portuguese near Valencia. I mean, let's just auto-resolve it. We're not ever going to win. But they did a fairly decent job. Certainly I would have done a lot worse had I had to do that one myself. Something's getting bombarded, so that's probably something under siege. Don't know what is. And you are moving into there. That's the Hungarians. What are the Papal? Are you going to finally sort that? You did. Well done. I think there's something to be said about the Vatican having a problem with heresy. We've got a husband for Florette de Mang, a 25-year-old Arthur dear. A social drinker, very loyal and religious. Yes, please, thank you. We can sort that out, no dramas. Apparently Nottingham is open for Templar's major chapter house. Yes, we'll take that. And you are moving where? You're moving down to retrain. Yes, I like that. Keep that up. And we have a rebel army, quite a large rebel army. We don't want to take that on at the moment. Oh, hello, we got another. Oh, we got many imams. It's sort of like a war of religion that's going on here, which is quite accurate, I suppose, for the Middle Ages. Both on 33%, not really willing to take that on. But this one's got 95%, and he did take out one imam, so we'll go ahead and do that. The Crusade grows. France, Spain, and Portugal has joined the Crusade. And what is this army that's fronting up here? Oh, it's got some culverins, it's got some bombards, but also peasants, so I'm not terribly concerned. That has become a crusading army, thank God for that. You are rebuilding. Oh, we got Lotus off the next retraining. Thankfully that will sort itself out over the coming turns. You are moving where? Down here to somewhere, don't know exactly, but we'll send you over there. On standby, Saragossa's ready for some upgrading or additioning. We don't want to go into any of the money generating buildings. We don't need it. I mean, look at this down here. We've got 57 in the treasury, and there's 9 turns remaining to take 2 settlements. The first one being, well, actually, disregard that. We will join these 2 up, so they're now ready to move on. You, unfortunately, do not have anything. And do I want to, moreover, push in and through this gully here? That is a bit treacherous. You need to lay siege to York. We will maintain the siege for now, but we'll take it in a moment. Do we have an assassin nearby? Yeah, oh, yeah, we do. How are you looking at that one? Oh, you're not looking too hot, actually. We'll move you up and into this little fortification. And we'll bring in with... Well, we'll prepare the unit, really, out here, the crusading unit. Anything else over here? Like, no, okay. Ooh, gee. Ooh, I don't know which one I want to drop. These 2, apparently a lot of units has to be dropped for this to work. There we go. We want to swap anything else out. Ooh, you for you. I know there's a bit more experience, but better really, innit? So this is our crusading army towards Edinburgh. I will leave it into the fortification until next time. You are Ponce de Provence. Are you any sort of family member? You are Thomas, and you are... You are our faction leader. Maybe, just maybe, we want to bring in the assassin into this guy here. Let's also make sure that... Oh, he's paranoid. That's good for his personal security, bad for his authority and command. He's unmanly. That's no good. He's a night fighter. He's a natural commander. Cruel and cunning. Looter. Feels respected. He's got loads of pies. He's a good jouster. He's blissfully ignorant. That's unfortunate. Thankfully, that has absolutely no impact on his personal security. Could have. There's a princess there, and we will, of course, be doing it at night. That'll give us a further advantage. It's defended by Macbeth at Cranmore. He's got a bunch of mortars. He's got 2 4 mortars, a trebuchet, and 2 Highland rabble, a rabble. A single Highland pikemen, and then a couple of noble pikemen, Scots pike militia, and a couple of town militia. And himself, of course. Not really a strong force to stand up against a big fight, especially at night, with all of our units, really.
And so we come to the hour of battle. I will give you victory, if you have the valor to fight like true Frenchmen when I ask it. I will not needlessly ask men to die. I will not throw your lives away. But I do expect you to do your part, and gain victory as a consequence. It seems a pity to take a sword to Scotsmen when we treasure a shared dislike of the English. But they have chosen to stand here and oppose us, and so must pay the price. And I would be failing in my pleasurable duty as a Frenchman if I did not ask you to put aside a doxy or 2 from the enemy camp for my personal attention. battle always gives me appetites that must be sated. Let's go get them!
Indeed, our lovely little French blokes ready to take on the British. No, Scottish, sorry, we're in York. Technically we're in Britain, but we're not. We're in Scotland. Because, you know, Scotland is now actually technically Ireland.
Our spy has opened the gates.
Good job from our spy. We knew that already, but we'll go ahead and see if we can take any advantage of that. I can't see a damn thing because the sun's behind me and it's very difficult. You are moving over. Are you falling away? Have you just decided that the walls were lovely and all that, but you didn't really want them? Is that it? I think it is, and this is just a town. That is very good indeed. We really ought to look into getting some indirect fire or less direct fire. We've got the new adventurers. That would be interesting to use them. I forgot about all of these. A lot of things have happened since the last time. Like over the weekend, I think I calculated 24 hours of racing within 48 hours. That's a lot of racing, so I'm really confused now. But we'll go ahead. We'll prepare. I want to grab some of the less good feudal knights. Send them in first to soften up the target. Then I'll bring in my good ones in the second line. Don't know why this doesn't work. I've been playing a bit of Rome Total War recently, and it works a lot better there. You can just sort of hold it down and see what you're drawing up here. It just sort of flashes up, which is a bit annoying, but hey, not really my choice. I would have had it differently though if it was. Draw you up over there. We'll bring in the adventurers. We'll bring them all three actually in the next row. There we go. We'll also bring up the culverin. That will be very useful. We might be able to drop some fire on them with it. And we'll need to bring in the general as well. He's very good. They do give some sort of morale support. Like if you just send in a couple of units operating within, like very far in, like on the walls for example, as I've done in the past, it really is a good idea to bring up certainly more additional units because there is a morale boost. If you have more units fighting in the same area, they sort of, you know, feel like they're being supported by someone, and that's good for them generally. But also bringing up the general gives another bonus out here, because you know the general's not a pussy. He's not just running away from the enemy, and they kind of like it. So we're drawing up our forces now. Who's that out there? That is some other units. So basically anyone here that's not currently on a move order, we'll go ahead and grab and draw up into a formation of some description, because there's no reason having them all scattered about. We can draw them up over here, for example, so they're ready to move in when we need them to. Infantry. 2 units of our dismounted feudal knights are going to rush the gate, smashing the town militia. We have another additional issue. We are within range of the mortar fire, so we are pushing in, and we are pushing in hard. I'm sending in these 2 units. They are sort of okay experience, but they're nowhere near our next tier over here with their upgraded armor and weaponry. I don't know if we can actually see a difference. We can certainly see a difference over here in their armor. Like this bloke here's got loads of armor on. And if we look at the second row over here, well, I mean, they've got the same upgrade. But if we fall back to, I mean, come on, where's a unit that I can use for an example? You, for example. No, you've got the same. Do we really not have a unit here without any of those upgrades on? Well, we've got this one here that's fighting. Quite weird, I know, but it's just to forge the gate. I'm not really willing to risk the superb units. You try and run in. That usually works. Who's coming in to support? Those are Scots Pike. We need to forge a breach here. Come on, push, 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 push. Push. Imagine you're giving birth or something and you can do the same here. Push in, push in, push in. I don't know if the weapon upgrades are visualised. I know the armour upgrades, they certainly are, because these are just running you normal mail. And we've already seen they've got plates. But we've captured the gate. So let's go ahead and bring in the second tier. 1 and 2 of these. Bring them in. No, I want you to run in here. And we may also want to grab the adventurees and bring them up and have them ready for fire support. Run, run, run. We need to push these back. Could you try? Your 2 units of feudal knights. You're meant to... Okay, you make them break. That's actually really useful. We'll grab these 2 units here and draw them up in a bit of a defence. Like here, for example. That's sort of okay. Run them over. We've got 94, 99, so they've lost about an equal number. The Scots Pike, we'll bring them in here. You are coming in here. Are you the... Okay, apparently it's getting the gate. You are dismounted feudal knights. You're coming in as well. I need you guys up on the wall, if you'd like. Thank you kindly. And draw you up over here. I may need to turn off skirmish mode. That way they don't run away. And here we go, we got the second line coming in here to defend. Can you push around and take them up the backside? That would be really useful if you did. Thank you very much. draw you up here, ready to attack. And you are, I mean, you're pushing, you're not running, which I'd like. You are Scots Pike Militia, but you don't have your big pikes, you're just doing swords as well. But presumably you're neither trained nor experienced in fighting with swords. Don't even think we lost a single man fighting you lot, and you broke already. The only problem, of course, is that it only shifts the issue further away. So could you two run forwards, meanwhile these two units can secure a entry point here. We just need this beachhead or gatehead or whatever we want to call this in military terminology set up over here. We need to get them away at first as well. They have their little mortar fire going on, and it's just awful for us to have that. So here we go, for example, they're now pushing into... No, that's running away still. But they're coming in here, attacking the mortar. Was it mortar? It is a mortar that's set up here. They probably have more mortars in the square or somewhere else. Is it on the square? Or are they out here somewhere? What was this? There's another mortar, so we need... Oh, we only got one horseman, and that's our general. That's fine, we can grab you. I need you to run over here, or just walk and try and attack that unit if you'd like. Thank you very much. I need you to keep running through. Camera movement is really annoying. It's got that forced scroll thing going on that I absolutely hate when games do that. Emergency 5 does it as well, and it's just awful. Hate it. Hate it so very much. What about the other mortars? They are a real thorn in my side. Are they over here? Yeah, they're over there. That's okay. I don't even think that can reach the square. So we can just go ahead and try and take that out. This one here is being attacked down to 15. Could you run over here, set up, and pretty much block them off in case they run? No, they're running now. Running now. Attack, attack, attack. Attack. Are they mortars? They are light infantry. Oh, they're the ones that broke. Great. Yeah, push, 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 push. Crawl up here. Secure this bridgehead, please. Thank you. Oh, they're already in here. That's good. And bring in these 3 units, and also bring in our man here. Not just a man, he's got more men with him and horses. And we secured this here. They are not coming back at the moment. We'll push into this side street. We don't want to push closer, and yeah, let's grab this unit as well. Bring it down. Hang on, who's fighting what? Oh bother! Oh bother! That's just adventurers as well. Bugger me, lads. I've got a job for you. Run away, lads. Disregard my previous order. Halt fire on them, please. Make them break. Thank you kindly. There we go. We got fire from above. We've got, admittingly, a very half-assed charge into them by our experienced feudal knight unit. You are here. You are falling back. Fall back again, please. Oh god, no. They've actually made contact now with the towers. Need you to rush in and smash into these bastards as well, please. Thank you. Run, 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 run. No, you've got orders to run over there. Did you forget? Thank you for doing what you were meant to do. Yeah, so you coming in here now. We need to push them back. It's very important that we kill these closest ones, so we get rid of that tower that's currently firing on our people. Apparently these people can operate that tower. I don't understand it myself. It sort of made more sense, the system from Rome Total War, where you had control of all the towers, but if you lost control of that wall section, you didn't. Logically, that makes sense, because I would imagine that a city like this, in a time of attack, would have a group of people dedicated to using the towers. Like, manning those towers would be just a unit you would have. It wouldn't be able to command, because, you know, they're defending the city from the walls. But we'll push up here. Maybe I want to bring in the cannon just to fire onto this crowd. Oh, they've got a trebuchet. Oh, bastard, they've got a trebuchet, don't they? I don't have the mortars. I don't know if they will become available to me at some point. They're not available right now anyway. Let's see over here. We can drop all of these units here. We just need to move everyone else that we have. Oh, and there comes the first trebuchet shot. That is a priority. They can really hurt you. And you are crossbows. You are spearmen. I need you, if at all possible, can you run over there, try and outflank? Because this is a fairly decent angle on the ones over there, and they've got more mortars over there. Thankfully, they're firing the, well, fire balls, or whatever they are called. So we'll draw up these 2 units of very good quality up here, and we'll bring them in a moment. Please move as fast as you can off the wall with a crossbowman. And we'll bring in these as well. And then as soon as we're ready, we'll go ahead and charge in here. Oh my god, that was so close. Right, you can take off your helmet, because that might give you a bit of a shave with these projectiles. Right, we need to move forwards now. I don't even think we can wait until that is ready. So let's go ahead, try and reposition. Bring in these units. Bring in this unit as well. Run in, please. Grab another one. This one here, for example. Run in. Oh, these are the crossbowmen. Oh, there is another unit of feudal knights. You are crossbowmen. But you think you're going to set up there? I disagree with you. I want you to push forward. You are... Apparently you... Let's push you down as well, please. Thank you. And you are our general. But units are still falling into the city. You are feudal knights. Push up, push up, push up. I need you to be ready. These may have to do some sort of rotation scheme, because I think we may chop them all to bits. I mean, the archers should hopefully help at some point. Ooh, what's this? This is town militia that's marching, just 8 men. Not really a concern of mine. We've got another mortar coming into the square. Oh, look at that. Massive fireball, and it's at night. So that does look worse than it is. You charge into them. Please hurry. Please hurry. You keep running over here. You take on those 8. You run this way. You are crossbowmen, are you? Can you fire into the units that we have setting up here? Run, please. I need you lot to run. It's not a bloody day out, you know? This isn't the French army on a day trip. This is the French army trying to take York from the Scottish. Because of course they are. He said something about smashing the enemy. I do agree wholeheartedly with you there, mate. You into the back of them. You fire. Okay, you are crossbowmen. I don't know where they went that were sent over there, but apparently they're not where I hope them to be. Run, run, run. I need you guys to not just lark about. In. You are fighting. What are you fighting? Oh, you found a mortar. Oh, that was convenient. They brought in a mortar right on top of our position. You are... Oh, you need to run in. I don't need you lot to be back. I need all of you to be up front. You are ready to engage in combat, are you not? I mean, you can charge it. No, you need to go around the backside. Around the backside, please. You are fighting. You are here. You're fighting as well. We just need more people pushing in. We need more people pushing in. If we surround them, we are good. I like surrounding the enemy. That makes me really happy inside. Warm and fuzzy. And these are my men, so they need to make me feel warm and fuzzy. Not in that way, though. I'll push you up here. Well, did we not have a unit coming around? Is it just really long-winded? Oh, apparently it's just... Oh, apparently it gave an order to move there. We'll push forward. And you, into the back, please. I think we pretty much disabled all of their indirect fire. That is a very good thing indeed. Charge you in. Charge you in. You lot just keep firing into the group. We've slain
the enemy general.
Ah, the general went down. That's good. Was he? Yeah, he was a proper general as well, wasn't he? He was a proper, like, commander man. Not all of them are. Some of them are just, you know, captain men, not proper general men. And they're worse, by the way. The commander men. Much worse. Don't ask why. You know, I would imagine the general would be worse, but... because he's got a higher rank, but that's not the case. You're standing over here. Can we spread you out a bit so we get more line of fire? Okay, now they're actually pushing in on them, so let's activate that. And are you... You need to run. What are you? You need to run as well, mate. Come on. Cannon fire. Can we get some cannon firing on this? Bring you up. You are... You need to come in as well. Everyone that's currently... Oh, look at all of these units that I have sitting back here that's not actually fighting. I need you to push in here. Draw yourself up over here and get ready to attack. You are also adventurous. Draw you up in one big line so you get good wide field of fire. Oh, well, you're coming in here. Oh, that's lovely. Well, you can come in here and take on them. Because these poor crossbowmen don't know what to do with themselves. They're a bit confused about the situation, so you can go ahead and take them on. You are heavy infantry. You've got... Why are you carrying a Scot... Oh, you're not. That's just one of the flags around there. You into the back of the pikemen. That's literally into their back.
Only half the
all of the units over here. Ooh. Oh, you need to pull out. We need to pull you out. I'm not willing to throw away that much of experienced. It's just not worth it at all in the slightest. They're very good, very experienced. I need them to fight another day. We can always retrain them. You'll need to come in here and take their place. You're that unit. Okay, yeah, just walk backwards, please. Thank you, and secure yourself. You've got help coming for you. This here unit, for example, doesn't really matter as much because it's not got the same degree of experience. What are we looking at here? Let's zoom in on the mini-map. We are all fighting here in the middle. Loads of action going on. We've got those over here fighting, sort of a separated fight. And we have these units over here. You're firing into that. You can't technically break anyone, so we're just sort of providing fire support. Are you ready to charge in? Thank you. You're at 93, 93, 75. I mean, I'm willing to leave them in until they get to about 50. That does seem to be a good point to split them off here. We also need to reinforce the other section. You were pushing in here, reinforce the bottom end. And then as soon as we wrapped up, this is confusing now because we've got plenty of Scottish flags. You need to charge into the back of them. They've got 54 remaining. We now outnumber the Scottish in the centre of town. Good for us, bad for the Scottish. It means that we are closer to winning. We just need to maintain that advantage for 2 minutes and 45 seconds. But of course the war fighting is going on. Hopefully by that time I will have wrapped this up. But, you know, you don't really know. Spearmen can run in. You can run in over here as well. You are a cannon. Haven't really had a use for you yet. What are you here? You are down to 67. You're over there. Can we bring you out of the fight? And then you can push in and take their place. See, that way everyone gets a bit of an experience boost. And that's very good for everyone involved. You can charge in over here. You are fully ready to go. You are actually rearing to go. Lovely. In you go, in you go, in you go. Everyone in. Everyone in. This is the way the socialists would do this, you know. Fire into the middle. Fire into the middle. Fire into the middle. I'm hoping these are not just firing straight into the back of our friendlies. I hope they know to do a bit of altitude. But I don't know. Let's see. You're fighting. You're fighting. You're fighting in a very narrow path. That's not really useful, is it? Yeah, look at that. It's now raining down with arrows. Raining arrows. And not the red arrows, by the way. This is not a nice kind. Let's run some of these units here, grab you for example, and run you straight through. You will at some point begin to get really stabby when you get in there, because you're just going to force your way through this whole mess. You're pulling out, you're pulling out, you're pulling out, you're down to 90, and you're sort of stuck around the trebuchet. Like, see this here, they're now right into the middle of it. Let's get these to cease fire, as our men are pretty much intermingled now. There's no fire support available for these. Oh, this is a bloody mess now. Down to 1, 3. I think this is the last unit in the square. Yep, we won.
Heroic, which only belongs to men of great virtue and valor.
The game calls this a clear victory, and I'd be inclined to agree with them. We only lost 316 men. Usually they're a lot more bloody than that. The enemy lost all of them. And apparently we killed 4 or 5 men ourselves. And we killed a lot of people. They killed a lot of themselves though. So we're trying to turn this king around, Marcel or whatever his face is, and let's occupy it because that'll give us a bit of chivalry. We don't need the money. And yeah, he's actually just got 1 bit of chivalry. What can we upgrade it with over here? Mining. Mine plus 6. Ooh, no, but we don't need the dosh. It's not the money I'm concerned about. What I am concerned about is ballista towers. Always ballista towers. Hang on, does that leave us with just 1? We're up to 44 out of 45. Right then. Can our army here? No, it can't, because we've got 2 bombards. Well, we can fix that, can't we? We can send up this colour in here. It's got far more mobility. Get you involved as well. What else do we have? We've got these crossbowmen. I mean, I want to swap them out, honestly, with these adventurers. But let's just retrain these units. So let's get 2 adventurers to join in. Oh, we can't swap them out yet. Oh, that's a bit annoying, but oh well. And you got 2 boats, and that's got 1 boat, and it's got 10 men. It's Ian who's sailing it. It's Ian and his mate, and they've just gone down. And you are pretty well trained. This is Raider. Oh, we're equal. Close victory. Sunk one of their ships, though. Take that one. So Philip did a good job. This is Vincent. This is who? This is Gerard from SWAT. This is Batter Down with 11 men. Down you go. We didn't even take a casualty there. Scottish Navy. Single boat. Attack that next turn. Yeah, apparently just these boats over here led by Adnan, he's just ran away. Oh, because they've got 19 men in the boat. Goodbye. So let's try and sail around here and see if they're up to anything back there. You
Ready
are...
and able.
Ooh, can we recruit any exciting? No, we can't. Not really anything. We've got Welsh Longbowmen. Yeah, that's about it. We've got a boat. We can secure that port if we want to. And other than that, we got... Oh, we got over here, don't we? We've got you...
Ready
Over here, you need to go down into faction there, so go and attack him.
Why are there no men as good as Frenchmen in all the world? What made God order things to so vex my life? I ask because the sight of boxed foreigners always offends me. Saint-Denis preserve us. I have seldom seen a more dispiriting sight than the English army. They have no sense of style, no élan, no manly virtues, no reason to live, no decent food, no attractive womenfolk. And their leaders, oh why, the devil himself would be shamed to have them in hell. And so, raise high your banners. Make your peace with God and all Frenchmen. Set your face against the foe, and do not brood on what is to come. Go with God!
And with morale restored amongst the men, we'll go ahead and draw them up here on the top of the hill. Always a good idea. Hills are good for fighting. I like them a lot. Let's bring in the crossbowmen. Bring them out here. They're sort of at the back, but I'll move them up front here in a second. Draw you up here as the British is drawn up in here. And what do they have? They've got one unit over here. Uh-oh, we've got cannon. We've got a cannon. That is a problem. But it won't really be a problem soon. Go ahead and bring up the crossbowmen and take him on. Yeah, if you push your general through your cannon, mate, you're going to make a massive mistake. You're down to 9 men in the cannons. Oh, and you've got cannons and mortars. That is a problem, though. But look at these 9, or what is it? No, it's 10 armoured swordsmen. But let's look at these 10 armoured swordsmen as they march. I mean, they've got balls marching towards a big army like this. Especially when there's 3 units. Oh, look at that. Oh, you've taken that remarkably well. Okay, no, you haven't actually. You've taken that about as well as I expected it to. 1 volley down to 3. 2, actually. And they're just really running. Maybe if we close, they can't shoot us. Oh, no, you're wrong. They can shoot us. They have, in fact, just shot us. Fire on that. Okay, General, I need you to swoop around here. You need to get on the enemy, get onto their ranged weaponry. And meanwhile, we have our crossbowmen firing. And they're just taking it right in their face. I mean, I'm not seeing that big of an impact here, as we would expect, perhaps. And now they're sort of thinking about building up a charge. Oh, I want to go, lads. I want to go, lads. Okay, no, let's not go. Okay, they've fired at us here. Okay, falling back is a very good idea. And now they're charging in. General, go around. This is good. Absolutely spectacularly good. We can completely envelop this unit. Over there, run. Charge into that. You completely engage them. Run. I need you to run. This is important. Run, I said. I need you guys to be ready to cut them off. You are far enough out here. Charge into the mortar. Go. You lot, just cease firing. I don't really need you now. We are going to have units right in the middle of this. Pretty much as soon as we possibly can. Wrong way. That one there. Draw you up here. Come on. Can you run? It's just a war, you know. Oh, they're closing. They're fighting for life. Their faction there goes down. And we'll go out and we'll wrap up the cavalry. Meanwhile, we have a charge coming in here. They've got the lancers down right into the bombard, into the mortar. And they're done for as well. Have they broken? No. They've taken that really well. Until they die about now. Or not. We're just going to stand about watching the bloke. I mean, put them out of his misery. There we go. What about the 3 artillerymen? Continue. No.
Run down those
there we go.
peasants.
See, we need them all to die. And you are... I can't see your name, but let's go ahead and wrap this guy up. Thank you.
Will be awed by our
So that was
victory
Villain.
here today.
I mean, really, he needs to be a bad guy, doesn't he? That, of course, was Villain, so we'll go out and we'll execute them because there's absolutely no way I'm releasing their faction there. Just have to go, even though they might be willing to pay for it. He's called Villain. Of course he's going to be a bad guy. What else would he be? Yes, we will. We are all from Russia. Yes, we are. Why do we have a navy up here? Just asking out of curiosity, why do we have a navy all the way up here? Moreover, is that their port? Surely that will be the Oslogian port, right? Yeah, that is the Oslogian port. Blockade you. Oh, there is this port. So blockade that. Oh, hang on, they don't have Finland. Oh no, Denmark's Finland, that's right. And England is Norway and Sweden. Really? It's confusing. Can we... Oh, you're willing to fight because you're going to get support from the Grand Duke himself. Oh boy, do we want to be the ones initiating hostilities? Let's just decide not to fight you. Hello, never mind me, you've got Landesknecht, the pikeman. Perhaps a bit outdated by now, but whatever. Do we want to do anything down here? Are you willing to engage in hostilities with my commander here? Back you go. No, you're not. He's not one you want to fight. You are a crusading army. I'm probably not going to get support from the Pope if I attack him. So let's just leave him be. But if they decide to attack me, that's perfectly okay. I'll go ahead and I can, you know, defend myself. I have the right to self-defense. You are moving down here. Yeah, you are moving towards... Oh, that's a citadel. Bugger my bum face. Okay. We've got loads of units. Serbian, everything, and other things. Balkan archers, are they good? I don't know, but we got the penis gun, but I don't really want to use the penis gun. I've got one here that you can get. So he's sort of okay and ready to go. You are an assassin. Can you attack this spy? Ooh, you're gonna die. You are gonna die, but we can put him in here, and then if that spy attempt anything... You're on 18. The other one here is 18. That's on 13. So yeah, we don't want to attack any of those. Ooh, you got loads of assassins. Right, that was a tractor outside. Hope you didn't hear that. So 17, 21. What about here? We've got an assassin in Vienna. 21, 17. Not really worth doing. The Hungarian seems to be really well defended when it comes to spies and assassins. Don't know why. We can't attack them anyway, so I don't know why I'm bothering with them. You are over here, you just sort of prancing about. Can we see anything in Kiev? I mean, they don't have a lot of units defending their towns, do they? They've got up here, but that's probably because they know there's a lot of action going on quite near them. We'll leave them be over here. Denmark, what's going on up here? Obviously the good place to be. We can give you, you do need a royal arsenal, don't you? That does seem right for that. We got hello. Anyone down here that can actually do that? I mean, we got a prince here. He can go and do that. If he's got anybody here that can actually do fighting, which I don't know if there is. What about over here in Wales? We can retrain that unit. That's okay. And we want to build... Well, we definitely want to build that. York's building something as well. That's good. You are ready. Oh, you can be brought in here then. Ready to defend. And you are nearly full up. You're ready to march in here, so we'll go on that next turn. Oh, somebody's died. Who's died? Who's died? Who's died? Please let me know who died. Please tell me it wasn't... Apparently we're supposed to shred blood of them. Okay, fine. Fine, Mr. Pope. Who died? It wasn't... No, it wasn't... no, it's Thomas. Okay, it's not our king. That's good. But you were definitely having a bash there, weren't you? Cardinal report. Venice. Do we like the Venetians? Oh, we're dropping. He liked the Poles more than me. That's no good. Where is you? Need to talk to them. We need to give. Make a single payment of, I don't know, 30,000. I mean, it'll get rid of some of the treasury, and it's generally quite bad to have a lot of treasury. There you go. I do. It very much is you that I care about when I do that. Relations improved. We're perfect. Are we literally perfect? Yes, we are. We are very perfect, in fact. So let's go ahead, grab this army, and march it on to Edinburgh. Edinburgh is defended by Patrick the Borundarum. Anything about him that we can use? Aspiring commander, smart, loyal, fair fighter, religious, feels appreciated. Not a night fighter, so we might do that again. Brilliant scribe, siege engineer, alchemist, and overseer. What about the army comp? Oh, this is not a good force to defend. I mean, they've got pikemen, they're sort of okay. But, you know, some of these are actually... Are they all partial plate? Oh, I think all of these are partial plate. That is not good at all. But he's got a lot of fire support. Some town militia. I mean, it's not great. We can chew through it quite easily.
I know that French honor demands satisfaction. But I will have no rashness and disobedience in this army. Without order, we are a rabble. Fit only to be counted as Englishmen. Doubt me not. I will have the skin from the back of any man who does not listen to orders. Your Scotsman fights well and looks like a man. But I ask you to consider that any people who make a virtue of playing the bagpipe should be despised and killed, if only to save our hearing. And lastly, some think me a hard taskmaster. I say to them, so what? Would you have defeat or victory? What would you have for France? I would have victory.
I don't remember that ever being on Taskmaster, but I'm not fully caught up with it, so what do I know? Anyway, we're here, we're at Edinburgh. Not what Edinburgh looks like, I think, but you know, it's sort of close. We've got the city in here as usual. Let's try and do a three-way fort since the gates are open, correct? Well, certainly they might be, so let's grab a couple of these units. Oh, I should have brought up some of the more reinforced units or more experienced units anyway. It doesn't matter, does it? And where do we draw them up? Over here. Oh, apparently I've gone too far over. That's fine. Indeed, the spies opened the gates for us, so let's see if they're falling back or they're holding ground. I would probably have sent in cavalry to take out all of the siege weaponry, but I don't have them. But let's go ahead and grab one unit anyway over here. You, for example, you charge onto that, you charge onto that. And we'll see over here, do you have anything? Oh, you do have stuff defending over here, but you are falling back. These are pikemen. Lovely, we've got more pikemen falling onto the square. This is a city as well. Quite weird. You'd have thought they had at least one fortress up here or any other kind. You're also noble pikemen. I mean, I'm really tempted as soon as they come down off of this and move away from the gate to charge in with a unit to smash them up. But that might just be pushing our luck. What we're looking at over here, we're near the gate. They've taken themselves off the gate. So let's charge in with more units. We just need to forge an entry. Oh, we've got loads of people in here actually. This is not what I intended to do, but okay. In we go, in we go, in we go, in we go. I didn't know there was all of those people. I just saw some siege equipment and went for it. I probably should have thought about it a bit more, but I'm not one to think. Where's the fun in life if you think? Apparently these people are not... What? Eh? So these people are actually moving through this tower here, but they're not really activating it. I'm guessing they'll activate it as soon as I walk in, because the game's a bit of a dick about that kind of thing. On the other flank over here, we are not moving in. Here we go, for example, now. Charge in, everybody run, everybody run, everybody run. Over here we are. We're inside, and we are engaging with the enemy. Are you... It looked like you were firing it on the move, but I was just caught out by the tree, I reckon. Well, you're here as well. You're chopping into that. So you charge into these. Now, see, you need to go over there and into that. You need to push over here and secure a flank, please. We don't have anything else. Oh, we've got another unit here. We've got a cannon sitting over there. And they're moving down. You lot, it's about time you lot moved in, you know. Push in. We've got fighting going on everywhere. We've got loads of... Oh, yeah, that's going well over here. You are over here. You need to go onto the mortar. Go, 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 go. Onto the mortar, please. Onto the mortar. Thank you. Run. What about over here on the other flank? We've got pikemen over here. We've got a ford being made here. Okay, can you get at the back of them? You get into them. And then that unit here, which is... Okay, that one. What about... Okay, apparently I've selected all of these units and they are all under orders to attack something. That's okay. They're going to split themselves up. You go on that one, please. Thank you. Oh, we got more mortar fire coming in because there's one right here. Your town militia. I mean, we're doing a very good job here of taking on some of their... Oh, you. Onto the other one that's here. Thank you. Thank you very much. You just need to kill all of those. You're here. You're still fighting with them. Do we not have anybody here that can support you? I mean, if I had moved in these units, we probably could have, but I didn't. Because, you know, I don't like them. What's all the way at the back there? Those are crossbowmen. Bring them in as well for no reason. There's no point in keeping them out there, certainly. And we have 2 units here. We've got more cannon fire going off here. I suspect it's just the units that we haven't made it to yet. Or do they have more stuff hidden away somewhere? Well, you're out here. You've got some local pikemen intermingled with some mortar fire. That's alright. I mean, this is a bit of a mess, isn't it? Because we've got 2 units actually of noble pikemen over here, which we are engaging with, and we have another unit over here that's slightly smaller, but that wasn't as intended. They're going at it, and what we have over here on the other flank that I've completely neglected until now, we've made entry, we're fighting in the streets, and there we go. It's just a Friday night out, isn't it? You wouldn't think twice about this if you came to Edinburgh. We just go, oh yeah mate, that's what we do on a Friday night. We just go out there and we have a bit of a bash in the street. In my mind that's what they sound like, they probably don't. Oh hang on, we've done 2 sites in here. Your mortars, you're moving in presumably to reclaim your equipment. Well, that's not going to happen, mate. Have these been sorted out? No, but they are now falling back to the square. Falling back is probably giving a bit too much credit to what's actually going on. They're running in a disorganised mess. The southern flank is a bit more messy though. We've got 109 pikemen holding up against 118 feudal knights. Have actually got another unit behind them who's coming in here. We got a pikeman that's broken and who's being chopped down. They've still got a few left up here, but it's not looking good for them, is it? Oh, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Fall back, fall back, fall back, fall back. Off we go, hide away down here. Let's try and prepare our next push. Let's bring up our adventure, no, the Aquabruisers. We need them to be on standby here. They're very good. I want them in as support like we did with the adventurers last time round. Everyone else who gets grab these. No, I just need 2 units. I need you. You go ahead and push up here, please. And then who else do we have here? Like you are good as well. You up there. We bring up you as well. That should be good for this flank anyway. How are we looking on the northern flank? We are fighting through the gate, actually. That's not really good. Down to 57. Let's get them to run in. You are fighting over here as well against the cannon, who is down to 19. And apparently they're going to fire against their own wall. The Scottish using their intelligence is the word. Not very well. Charge them in here. See, now we're down to 16. Attack now. Choppy, choppy, 15. 14, 12. See, that really is effective, isn't it? That really is. It's going to cost a few lives on our side, but it's the Pope's bill, really. It genuinely is, because it's a crusade. So the Pope's really flogging the bill for this war. That's quite nice. That's a good way of getting some experience early on. Anyway, let's draw up the culverins. No, not that. The Aquabruisers. Draw them up here. Get them to run in. We're now ready to go ahead here and smash into these. The siege equipment is a priority. Charge in. How are we looking over here? We're still fighting. Amazingly, this unit over here is just broken. As I was about to commend them on their non-breaking, they've broken. As they presumably should have done in that case, because, you know, they fought hard, they fought bravely, but at some point it's just too much for them. We are then pushing in over here on this flank. Everyone's been murdered. Yep, I think we murdered all the Scotsmen over there. We'll charge in here. How we're looking over at the other gate. Okay, we are advancing a lot forwards here. Oh, we got cannons going off in town. You need to run in here and attack that. Thank you. So you're coming in here onto the trebuchet. You're drawing up over here. You're coming in over there. This is looking really good. I wasn't really doubting this one, if I'm honest, and it looks like I was right not to, because we have wrapped this one up. This is our final city, though. It'll wrap up the game, and I'm quite chuffed about that. You destroy that unit. Thank you.
Very much in our favor.
Yes.
If we remain
fire.
steadfast,
Fire, fire, fire. I gave them an order to fire, but really, you're not doing much, are you? You're just standing there. Oh, is that Scottish? That is Scottish over there. Oh, here we go. There we go. Kapow, kapow, kapow. And they're going to take a massive hit. Fire onto the General's bodyguard. I do believe that there's a severe morale penalty that comes with being under fire from aqua bruisers, as it's quite early on in the firearms time. It has dominated, hasn't it? Really, we've got the mortar trying to push out again. Don't know why you're pushing out, but you are. You need to run over here. We need to try and surround them. We also need to be careful not to walk too much into our line of fire. I mean, even the sound, imagine if you were just used to war fighting with like swords and spears. Imagine hearing that. It must have been terrifying. You were just sort of standing about. Stop milling about. Start doing fighting. You bring you up as well. It never hurts to have more men involved in war. There we go. Chop off here. The trebuchet's down to 24. It can't really be used. I'm the only one with fire support. And my fire support's the aqua bruisers. I'm just hoping they won't realise that they are very exposed over here and they'll charge in. But no. I mean, look at that. They're just falling. They're just getting mowed down. Imagine if we gave them like an ACOG. We'll charge you in up here, charge you in, run, run. I need you to run through these units. It really does work well over here. You are just sort of larking about. Bring in these units, just need you to run through, get right in amongst it. Like you are here. See, you're charging in here, you're going to lose a lot of men on this, but it's worth doing. You over here as well, could you, I mean, have you not chopped down this unit over here? You've got one man left in that multi-unit, that's alright. Charge you in. Thank you. You're in here now. Just stabby, stabby, stabby. Use those long swords. You need to cross through. You need to cross through as well. Just mow them all down. You lot need to be on the cease firing now, because we are closing in on the enemy. Run you through.
Our men are in command of the city.
Oh, we now outnumber the Scottish on the square. That's very, very... Oh, I can't do words now. That is good anyway. You're coming in here. You're hitting it up the back side. We are enclosing these units now. There's no other way of putting it. Charge in that. Lovely. We've got loads of exposed units over here. Loads of horses. Loads of horses. That's the general. Just chop them down, chop them down, chop them down. Chop them down. Is this the faction leader? I don't think it is. I think it was just a family member, so they will still remain excommunicated after this fight. I'm not going to complain about that. That means we can take more cities if we want to. And where is the general? Oh, he's right at the front line. He's very exposed. I mean, you're just right here. Stabby, stabby, stabby. He's been hit. He's been hit. He's frozen in time. He's go. He's now, horses now doing a thing. Getting stabby. Getting stabby. Don't hit my men. Don't. Oh, you've killed one of my men there. You're backing the horse up. We found the spearmen. Could you go ahead and go in here and destroy them, please? That you'll just run through. How is he not dead yet? He must have had a trait that made him survive. There he is. Down you go. And now in comes the spearmen to sort out the rest of them. All 6 of them. You've got 8. Just get on them, please. You've got 7 now. Now you're down to 2 horses. 1 horse. No horse. Just down to 6 noble spearmen. Well, I will see whether or not we're going to be noble with you. Well, I mean, you've just done a crusade, so you're probably meant to be. And here he goes, down with a final Scotsman from Edinburgh. Understandably, the guys are very excited about this. We lost 252, but the enemy lost 1,681, so that was a very good fight for us. It wraps up the final crusade, and it wraps up the game.
We have claimed this day.
And you have no idea how big a day it is. Let's go ahead and occupy the settlement. Victoire for France! Yeah, let's go ahead and just continue playing so we can have a look at what we've got here. We've got the walls that need repairing. A lot of units that does need retraining. Let's go ahead with the damaged ones first. Then we can move towards the not quite so damaged unit. Repair that, get that going out here. We just got Inverness left with dismounted feudal knights. They've got a unit of dismounted feudal knights up there. Not really a strong army, is it? We have a couple of spies. Do we have a spy? We don't have a spy in there. Oh, how did you fail that? That was a 95% mission. What a useless piece of shit. Well then, can you do a You can do a 95% mission. That was a good job. Can you? You can't even take out a captain. Christ. You can't do much either. Get you into the city down here and just chill out for a bit. This is the faction leader. Did you get any decent trait? You're no, it's Thomas the Crusader because you let a crusade. Hang on, did I just see? No, I saw religiously probably read that as some sort of disloyal trait, but no, he's loyal, well-spoken. Did you see marks of war? Oh, I did. Feels appreciated. Grand Crusader. He's also aloof, and he's got lots of knights. He's got an actor. He's got Master Smith. Don't know why Smith is a master, but he is. He's got musicians. He's got a brilliant scribe and a military engineer and an alchemist. Sounds like a good party, really. Oh, the Scottish are here. That's just the Spanish. Spanish. Do you really want to do that? Yeah, we won that one. They've got loads of boats, but they didn't seem that good. And we just sort of kicked them in the butt. You hit, kill, you're the Mongols, nobody cares about you. Apparently you ran away. I'm no fan of that. Okay, yeah, you go ahead and smash these cunts. Clear victory, sunk 2 of the ships, down you go. And please make it back to port, because we need you ready to take on another boat. And did that sink? I think that sunk. I think that sunk. It went down. Hang on, why are you on auto manage? No, never, ever auto manage. That is a recipe for disaster. A recruitment. I mean, really, we need to spend some of this, Dosh. But I don't know what we need to spend it on. Master armor, a car. I mean, we can't retrain that, but you're building a port. What about Bruges of Ponset? Fairground, that makes a bit happiness. You get a. Well, you don't need a great market. You don't need. Well, we need stuff that makes people not unhappy. That will retrain you, and well, we can go ahead and we can grab a heavy armorer. You're making your way back into. Okay, you don't need to make your way back as such. You can go over there and have a bash at him. He's not willing to take it, but he'll have to. Let's see here. Just resolve it because we are massively advantaged. And he goes down. We can go ahead and march down towards the next one. So he'll wrap that up. And I think we'll also wrap up Medieval Total War for this time. We've finished the game. Well, we've certainly completed the victory objectives. The Danes are coming up. Don't know if they're coming up to kick my butt. Let's go ahead and get rid of these boats because we're technically sieging on them over here. And they would like us to stop. At least 2 turns. It will only hit our enemy, but it'll fill our co-offers. Yeah, let's not bother with that, actually. I mean, we're going to have to pull it off unless we want to get... But what are they saying? The Pope will just be reducing our relationship. That's fine. I can take that hit. You are not really good on that. Let's bring you over to Bruges upon set to retrain you. I mean, he was really good. He was really good. He defended that for years upon years. And then he had to die. And that is it for Medieval 2 Total War this time. We've won the game. Well, okay, let's try and not end it here. Let's try and read all of this. We're the mightiest military power. We are the second of finance. Talk of desertion. Pardon. We've finished. Just FYI, we've finished. Jerusalem's ready for an upgrade. Let's give Jerusalem an upgrade then. Might as well go out on a bang. Where's Jerusalem? Over here it is. Of course it is. Let's see what Thomas got out of this. He's got 3 command. He's a proven commander now. He's got winning first. He's got noble in rule. He's got hospitalier knight. He's got Templar knight. He's completed this. So we got 1,500 florins and 24 experience boosts. And he's been called Cruise Chivalrous in Rule. Lovely. Spy killed during a mission, we know. And Admiral Adenin is a competent sailor. And we're not as good mates with Spain as we used to be, but we were at war with them, so I don't know how it can get any worse. And that has been Medieval 2 Total War this time around. France is known now as the supreme ruler of Europe, and we can't really ask for more. Goodbye.